You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show.
Sometimes I get a good feeling. I don't know why. Yo, what up, AfterBuzz? Bing is for doing it. We are here finally doing another AfterBuzz TV After Show.
Finally.
For the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 5, Episode 9, Press Down and Strip Bare.
What?
Wow.
Oh, because it's strip.
I guess.
I
yeah.
kind of want to strip down Bear. I'm hot.
Nah, it is hot. It feels like Atlanta up in here.
It does.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year. We're back, finally.
2013.
All you guys listening to us in the office were probably going crazy, but we are back, so we're going to give you... unfortunately, Corinne isn't with us today. Moment of silence for her. She'll be back next week.
She did good last time she was here. She came in, did the Gone with the Wind thing, and then made her exit.
And she ain't coming back. She said, I'm gone for 3 weeks.
See, I wasn't here for that, but it sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. If you haven't, make sure you guys check it out on YouTube. It's your boy, DJ Jesse Janedy, joined in studio with Sir Mykee Wattz.
What's up, man?
The lovely Stephanie Bauer.
Hi.
And the gorgeous Courtney Stewart is on the line.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Courtney.
Oh,
Hi.
I haven't talked to Courtney in so long, and I'm so excited.
We've been tweeting about the show, or I've seen her tweets about the show, so I can't wait to hear what she has to say about it.
I need to keep updated with y'all tweets when we're on vacation.
You are pretty bad about it. So we've all been in separate corners of the world, but we're united by Real Housewives
The
of Atlanta.
peaches have united us.
Yes.
All right, let's start it off. NeNe, who wasn't really in this episode at all.
I missed her more than I really thought, and the episode was here, and I was like, oh my gosh, NeNe.
She's too busy doing
Well,
big things.
here's my other thing. Do you think producers are kind of going to start to do this to see how we take... Well, listen, no, because we don't know if she's going to come back next season.
She will.
I think
So this could be a good way to kind of...
I think she said she was going to come back next season already.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Yeah,
she
she'll be
did.
back.
Yeah,
She
definitely
publicly said that.
Yeah, I think she even said it to my work. I'm pretty sure on the red carpet. But I think she'll be back. I honestly think she just wasn't at Cynthia's party this time, and so that kind of was like where a lot of the party was. And
That's true.
they started with her in the beginning, right, Kenya?
Her and Kenya.
Bravo always has like a sit down in a restaurant to get things on the table, so she had one with Kenya.
Well, and I mean, part of it, I don't know if I want to really start talking about it yet, but it goes back to the episode before when they left Anguilla.
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about, what's going on with you and Walter? Talking about, is it that you just want a baby? Because if you just want a baby, I mean, shoot, we can go find you a sperm donor. And we can just put the sperm up in you, girl.
Wow, that was a little graphic.
But Kenya says more than being a mom. She definitely says, I'm wifey material. Like, I'm wifey, wifey, wifey. She says that more than mom. So NeNe has a point. I mean, women nowadays, celebrities, if they have money, they just go have a baby. But I think she wants to be a wife more than a mom.
Do you think she's delusional?
Yeah. I wrote in my notes, no, honestly, I mean, I like Kenya just fine, but she keeps saying that she's wifey material. She is everything opposite of wife except the nagging part. She's got the nagging part down.
If you realize that, let me ask you, everybody, this, and I'm sure Courtney can chime in on this too.
Well, Courtney is involved with everybody.
Do you think it's just her acting, because she is an actress?
I wrote that down too. I seriously wrote that down, that I really, now that we know she's an actress and she's got the DVD signed copy, I really think she's kind of acting like you're not wife material
I
at
totally
all.
disagree.
I kind of think that.
I totally disagree with that. I do not think she's acting, because as an actor, you have to be smart. You have to know when and things you can do. I think she's crazy.
Smart?
I think she is smart. I mean, even when she sat down for the DVD situation with Phaedra and them, I mean, she had some valid points for marketing that DVD. Whatever. That's fine. That's where you make your bread and butter. I'm sure you are smart. You can put pieces of a puzzle together. Great. I think she's crazy. I think she's Kim Kardashian crazy, like the crazy, like I want a child, I want to be married, I want this. Like, first of all,
praise Kim Kardashian.
First of all, hold up.
Don't hate
You
on
cannot
Kimye.
sit there and say you're wifey material, and then you sitting here talking about, oh, I might be ready to leave Walter. A wife is somebody who marries a man and they become a bond and they are together and they work together. So here's what Walter's sitting and saying, well, no, I don't know if I'm ready. It's putting you to the test. You're not going to tell me we're going to get married in 6 months.
But how are you doing that when we know the relationship's fake anyways?
How are you doing what?
How can you even say that when Walter admitted she paid me to do this?
No, she did not pay him to do that.
That's what he said it's on radio.
No, it's not. Bravo.
I think it was. I think it was.
Where Kenya gonna
was
pull
in the
up
news.
$500,000?
Wasn't it like Peter that offered it?
Or it was something about
Bravo asked Peter to ask him to say, look, they'll pay for the wedding.
Even in knowing that now you know it's fake, so it's not really Walter. I mean, this is Waltergate. I call it Waltergate because I want to know if it's true or not. Like,
dude, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are having a baby. Do we think that's real? Like, come on.
I think it's real.
Well, of course, you believe that's real, but you don't believe. Boy, please, I can't. Next topic. I'm moving on.
I want to hear what Courtney said. Wait, are we?
Girl, bye.
I'm sorry, I'm just sitting
my
here listening
God.
and laughing like I'm listening to the broadcast.
damn entertainment. They always confuse me.
I don't even know where to start.
Well, don't start with Kim
Kenya
Kardashian. No,
is
don't start with Kim
definitely insane.
Kardashian.
All right, you think Kenya's insane? Yes or no? Or do you think she's acting?
I think she's definitely actually insane. I think that I think she's playing it up for camera because she's trying to solidify her spot, and she knows from a professional money standpoint, like, she wants to keep herself on the show.
Yep.
So I think she's not stupid, and she's playing it up and making it more than maybe it actually is.
Right.
But I do think that she legitimately feels like she's wifey material. She should have been married by now. She doesn't understand why the right person is not coming her way and locking her down.
So,
Stephanie,
let me ask you.
she is no. Like, ooh, I feel like Courtney's behind me right now. Here we go.
She ain't behind you.
No, here's the thing. I honestly feel like this girl. Come on, she's middle-aged woman. She has not been in a good relationship. I mean, the girl said Walter's aggressive. That is the most non-aggressive mofo I've ever seen.
Exactly, I agree with that. So
You
look how
understand?
non-genuine it is. It's fake.
Dude, she's tapped in the head.
Here, so
I mean, her skincare system may be tapped, but I don't think it's her brain. She's a smart woman.
she's insane because, again, I don't see how she thinks she's wifey material. Look how she acts when she is out. She flirts with every other guy. Like, how?
But that's why she thinks she's wifey material, because she is that fabulous.
Every
that anybody
man.
and everybody
A
should
microwave
wanna marry her.
meal
Like, she's self-made.
does
she's
not mean you're
beautiful,
wifey
she's
material.
model,
That's
like,
the thing. I think that she thinks because she's pretty, she's wifey material. Bottom line, I really think that that's it.
Look,
And who said she's pretty?
wait, hold up. Why do you like Kenya?
She has a warped definition of wifey.
No.
I like
Here we
her
go.
because I
Why do
feel
you
like
her?
she pulls herself together sometimes. She's not like a complete. I don't know.
I like her.
I like her just fine. I think that she, has done enough things, but it kind of hit me. Okay, I got one more thing to say about the Kenya Walter thing.
No, wait.
Waltergate.
Whoa. I want to know what you feel about why do you like
I
Kenya?
think she's nice enough, and she usually has good reasons behind what things that she says. Her and Cynthia on the beach, she annoyed me a little on the beach, but I think when it came down to it, are you checking to see it?
Sorry, I did a mic check. Sorry. Go ahead. It's good.
What?
Awkward.
Girl, bye. Go.
Okay, I have one more thing to say about Kenya because it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. You said that she's crazy in this episode. She's crazy. In this episode, it kind of hit me that I want to say back in high school, there's this girl that thinks it's almost attractive or it's a turn on to guys to be like, you don't like me? Why don't you like me? I'm not pretty enough. I'm not that. I know girls like that, but it is going back to high school that they think that that's attractive to guys. And I really think that's the role she's playing.
The girls that have the daddy issues.
Yeah. Something like
Daddy
that.
issues.
No, I don't know. I
yes,
don't think it's
girl.
Hey, it
daddy
could be
issues.
daddy issues.
I think she literally thinks it's
make you
appealing
cray.
or attractive to be not wanted.
Well, we're going to get back on this topic in a second, but before we do, because she sat down with Walter, and damn that conversation, but I need a break before
So
we get back
fake.
into that. Hold
I
up.
thought I was in a bad Tyler Perry
Hold
film.
up.
Actually,
Yeah, that was bad.
there's no time. There's no time.
Well, damn it. You know what? Let's just talk about it and get it the damn shit
The fake
over with.
staged
So
Bravo.
she walks in to go meet Walter, who's like patting his sweat glands down.
Patting that Jerry curl, that flat top.
That flat top Corinne hates. And she goes in, and it's the most awkward hug, and this guy is so calm and just like, well, you know, like, I just don't care about anything I'm doing, and no.
And when she
Don't make
talks,
fun of Walter.
I love Walter, but that is really how he
I don't
acts.
love
He acts like
Walter.
he's on PBS, and
And then when she
goes,
talks
"This
and
is
she's like, you know, I
He's
just
a
don't deal well
regular
with
guy
aggression.
Trying to be normal amongst all the crazy.
right.
Oh,
and
he's not normal.
Yes, he is. What?
Not to do some outlandish,
I know,
crazy stuff like
That's
this.
not outlandish. He dated her a little bit. She was like, "Hey, you want?"
whoa,
He
whoa.
probably thought like, "Hey,
Well,
I could
from Walter-
advertise my business a little
Now,
bit.
Courtney-
Like, what's the harm?"
No.
Now,
Wait a
Courtney,
minute.
from
I'm still
Walter's
sta-
words, he didn't date her. He just slept with her a couple times.
Okay,
That's from
so
his
he
mouth.
hit that a few times. They were
Mykee,
cool.
you
They
just said-
were normal. Like, okay, we hooked up a few times and we cool. Let's be on TV for a minute.
You
it
just-
could be mutually beneficial.
But
Right.
nobody in their right mind would do this.
Mykee, first of all, you
If
just
you have your own business, don't say nobody in their right mind would do it. Because if you have your own business and you're like, okay, this
so
might be something that could be elevate. The people that have been on this show in some way have been able to elevate their business.
hold up before it gets too far away.
His tow truck company.
You just sat there and said,
Is that what he's trying to
What kind of
elevate?
dreams Walter got?
he
no
might
time.
be. I mean, shoot.
Walter got dreams.
But first of all,
okay.
All right, Big Walt.
Michael,
Go ahead, Walter.
you sat there and just said Walter's crazy, but Kenya's not crazy.
Thank you.
Okay, hang on.
Wait a minute.
Hang on.
Please, you're
I don't
gonna
mean
sound like Apollo right now. So go ahead, try to.
Oh, good night. I don't
that
mean
one.
Walter is crazy in the fact that he's psycho. I just mean it's like crazy for doing this for Kenya
Yeah.
to play her boyfriend.
I'm
Like,
so
why?
over Walter. Like, he should have stopped talking to her halfway through the trip and left. But here's why I think he's hanging on, because he's friends with the guys and he likes hanging out with the guys now.
I mean, you're on TV. You get 15
And
minutes of
he's
fame.
getting money for being where he is.
Come on, if you
over him.
no,
Getting
if you
money.
really sat and read the blogs, what it said was Walter talked to his friends. They said, "Why not do it? It's 15 minutes of fame. Go do it." And yes,
Walter's pushing
please tell me that his tow truck company will not be making a little bit more. It has a little bit more exposure
we
now.
might have to go to Atlanta.
Come
to
on, I
see.
mean, Cynthia's trying to sell damn peach Moscato. His tow truck company has gotten more press than her Moscato has.
Yeah, because it was
He
his
might
wearing a
start
shirt.
selling hair grease for a flat top. Like,
Right.
you don't know what Walter got. He got dreams. Okay?
You sitting there
Walter
talking.
Gate.
You sitting there talking about, oh, Walter always shows up in his work clothes. Hell yeah, I'd show up in the AfterBuzz TV show every day on that set. Like, hey,
Right.
I just got off work. Like, promotion. That's all it is. All it is. 15 minutes of fame.
If there's any doubt that you think Kenya's crazy, just look at Walter's face. Anytime he's looking at her, it's this.
Right.
That's how he looks at her. He looks like he's looking at an alien.
But you know, Kenya, she's a little delusional. I would say that because
Yeah.
when she
Just
was
a
like,
little.
I don't like aggression, and Walter was just simply being maybe a little bit assertive.
She said he was intimidating her with his actions.
Oh Lord, I couldn't even take Walter serious.
But
That poor lady.
His pants were tighter than damn 80s rock band. He was sitting there with his legs crossed, and he was like, "Well, Kenya, you're not going to pressure me. Stop yelling at me."
You know-
So if you use the word intimidating, if by intimidating you mean not agreeing with you, then yes,
No.
Walter was intimidating you.
This lunch was just too much for me. And then literally we were watching it with captions on, Courtney, and it said in parentheses, somber acoustic guitar music. Like, I just can't.
There's no time.
I
But
can't.
okay, here's another thing. Is because Kenya's not being believable. To me, I don't. She says she was abused, and that's why she's very sensitive to any man raising their voice just a little bit, and so that she had to walk away from that situation.
That's what she wants.
I
A
feel that's
relationship where
fake.
you just write letters to each other.
I feel it's fake. I feel like she's throwing the abusive word, which so many people do
Yeah.
today.
Agreed.
And she's trying to get sympathy for something that's not real.
And she like wants someone that doesn't want her. Like, he does not want you at all. Like, move on. But she like still wants him. He doesn't even give her an inch. Like, literally, it looks like it pains him to kiss her.
Well, then she sits there and says, "Why do you love me?" He gave her no damn answer, but says, "I love you, but I don't love you
No.
enough to marry you today."
Wait, I have to correct you because he did give her an answer. He
said,
said,
"No one's
"Who
ever
says
asked
that?
me that," yeah.
Who says that? Nobody's ever asked me that."
I've heard people say that before.
And I'm like, Oh, he says, I've never heard of that. I've never heard anybody ask that question. But now, if you've been in a relationship since high school, that question has always come up.
Always asked.
Come on.
Always asked.
We've all, yeah.
Yeah, so he
I
acted
haven't
like,
asked that question. Why?
yeah, you want to hear why someone loves you. That's totally
Who's
normal,
never asked
natural.
their partner,
honestly,
why
I've
do you love
never
me?
asked
Now
that
hold up.
question
It
in my
usually
life.
comes.
I'm on Team Walter.
That question usually comes at a time that Kenya and Walter are going through when it's like you guys are on the road, rocky roads, and you'd be like,
That's true.
So tell me, you want to be with me? Why do you love me?
Okay, now if somebody answers that question to you and says, what do you mean? I don't know what that means. Who asked that question? You would be like, hello.
Bitch, you can't give me one
Done.
reason why.
We're done. We're done then.
I kind of feel like the only reason Kenya still likes him is because he doesn't like her. Because I don't think Walter's cute.
and-
I don't think his toe company's like
Y'all are
impressive.
really hating on damn Walter. I can't.
I know, and it's not right. Because Walter looks all right. He looks a little oily most of the time, but he's okay.
But he stays on it. He be greasing.
That's the point.
It's not the oil, it's the wrinkles. What you talking about? Come on
He
now.
ain't got no
he's
wrinkles.
He's an old man.
Look at
Stop
Kenya's
it.
cracked face. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, freaking, what's her name? She's 43. He's in his 40s. Why y'all hating? That's a good age
You know what?
bracket to be in
You know what?
together.
She's acting like he looks like Apollo or something.
That
Like,
was
he
she-
is not that great.
And she thinks she's
He
Beyonce.
doesn't look like Apollo, and Apollo ain't all that, but that's just my
Oh,
opinion.
I know.
All right, you know, I'm done talking about these two because
Wait, hang on.
we spent 15 minutes talking about that.
I just gotta say this. Kenya does not remind me of Beyonce whatsoever.
That's next week. Don't bring it up.
Wait,
Don't
hang on, because we brought this up before.
Why?
I actually feel like she looks closer to Natalie Cole, who is a beautiful woman. So I can give her that. Natalie Cole.
All right, so Porsha, Cynthia, and Kandi met at Porsha's house.
Amazing.
I love how,
Now-
okay, so
Go
Cynthia
ahead,
walks
please.
in.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Cynthia walks in and says, the reason I love Porsha is just because she just is like, yeah, come on over, and acts like it's no big thing. She had pies baking in the oven, her high heels
Oh,
on.
girl, she did
her
not have pies
homecoming
baking in the
Whatever,
oven.
she had pies,
She had
like,
store-bought
ready.
cheesecake.
But the point is Cynthia's like, she's so down to earth, and like she acts like she came to the door in her bathrobe. She's dressed like she's going to homecoming, and Cynthia's like, she's so cool. I
All her
love her.
sparkle.
Okay, I
like Porsha.
I do like Porsha,
I
but
like
I love that she's like, what did she do? You get there, it's 3 girls. Now you know these girls ain't gonna eat on camera like that. It's not like you invited Phaedra over. Phaedra would stay eating that. She got 2 big cheesecakes, and then did you see how many stacks of plates she had? She had 20 plates. Stacked up with mad silverware. This girl don't know how to host a party, but it's all right. We like her. And then the bedroom question. How many bedrooms do you have?
That annoyed.
Wow.
Right, Courtney? You know how, I mean.
Wait, I had said that, and you said
I did.
you do tend to do that in your mom's
I
house.
do. At my parents' house, the house I grew up in, if someone was to ask me how many bedrooms is the house, I would have to sit there and count.
You're exactly right, but she lives in Atlanta where it's all about how big is your house and how many bedrooms do you have. That's the first
And
question
you bought
any of
your
your
house
girlfriends
with
ask.
your husband. How do you not know? Like, that's the first thing you ask when you're looking at houses. Okay, how many bedrooms? How many bathrooms?
Okay,
you know if you bought your
but
house.
you don't know their situation. She could have changed 3 of the bedrooms into who knows what he has in there. One might be a workout room now. One might be something else.
That's true.
But you can still count it because that workout room ain't going to be a workout room when she pops some twins out. We're talking about yams from the village of Africa.
I want
and-
some of those yams. Portia,
Why?
tell me where to get them
Friends?
yams. I need to find out if this is true or not.
You want to
I
eat the
stopped
yams so
eating
you can
yams.
have
I'm
twins?
scared now.
Oh, Courtney, but wait, how'd y'all feel when Porsha was really dead ass, like really talking about these yams in the village in Africa? And Kandi was like, yeah, but don't that mean that they might all be related? It might be in the same gene pool?
She's like, no. Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, Kandi. But Kandi was saying how she wants to have kids now. And the episode before, which we haven't talked about too much, did you guys notice when they're all in the bus waiting on the girls? Kandi's boyfriend's not there. You know how he's the cameraman on the show and that's how they met? Do you think he's still like kind of working behind
No, he
the
wasn't
scenes?
the cameraman. He was the accountant.
I thought he worked with the cameras.
No,
Okay.
he did the accounting. Another question that the girls asked, and I wanted to see what you guys think of this.
puzzled. That's what Portia said. I'm just puzzled.
They bring up the whole Kenya and Walter thing. I hate them even dipping back. I mean, it's just so saturated with this love romance. They
Portia was
say,
puzzled.
do you think Walter's selling a dream? Now, is this something that you think is true? Do you think that guys sell a dream to a girl? Is that a true statement?
I mean, I don't get that, but
I think
I
the
wanna hear
guys
Courtney go ahead.
can, for sure. And the reason that they can do it, even though they pretend like they're not doing it, is because you know what kind of chick you're dealing with, and you know if you're a girl, you're dealing with a girl that's like on that, like I want to be married, I want to be this, and blah, blah, blah. And if you're doing all the things that make it look like you're headed in that direction, like some people, like, you know, once they move in together and once they're like combining everything, like for some women, that means that our next step is supposed to be this. And you know if you're dealing with that kind of chick or not. And some dudes try to be in denial, like, I never said that, I never said that. You don't have to say it to be existing in a way that is showing that that is maybe down the line in the next step.
Yeah, but the point is Walter doing that to Kenya?
Hell no.
No. He's crazy as hell.
Yeah, no.
What do you think about? Do you think Apollo could be doing that to Phaedra?
Phaedra is selling him the dream.
Yeah.
That's true, actually.
Real talk.
That is very true. Well, no, she
Phaedra's trying to make anything possible.
Girl, Phaedra got
But
money.
you know what? You know, as
But
far as
she's not
Phaedra
trying
and
to
Apollo
baby,
could
though.
be different, as career-wise, education-wise, they still make sense to me. I can see that's real. When it comes to Walter and Kenya, it doesn't mesh.
Well, it's interesting that you said Phaedra and Apollo makes sense to you because Phaedra, Kenya, and Apollo had that meeting about the donkey booty workout tape. I keep wanting to say sex tape. It might as well be the
I
way
know.
Kenya keeps treating it. You know, Kenya sat in there, talked about her production company. Phaedra's taking notes and like writing in hieroglyphics or whatever she was. I had to rewind.
Calligraphy.
And she says, well, I don't know what the budget's going to be. I don't know the name of it. Her and Apollo can't decide how long the workout should be. I mean, I see both of their points. I understand what Phaedra's trying to do, but at the end of the day, Apollo's like, well, I work out and I have the body that I have because of A, B, C, and
Yeah.
D.
But I love how Kenya, I mean, they didn't really show how this meeting came to be, but Kenya kind of annoyed me because she was annoyed by them not being professional, but at the same time, they're just all friends.
Right.
It's not like she's their, I don't even know what you would call it, the person that's overseeing all of this. They're just friends sitting around talking. Kenya was so annoying about it.
She did come off kind of annoying. It was just like, girl, you taking this damn too
And it was
seriously.
another perfect opportunity to ask if they role play in the bedroom. She's like, it's role playing. Do you two role play? Like, she didn't even get a breath in between. Like, immediately started asking these two and made Phaedra mad.
In reference to her movie The Confidant, that Kenya produced and was also starred as a stripper in. She gave Phaedra an autographed.
Now I know we are all on the same page. Does she just have like a room stacked full of pre-autographed things that she just gives away?
No, but she
Yeah,
always
because
says-
who's buying
Yeah,
them?
but she always says, I got this autograph for you. I got this Vanessa Williams book autograph for you. I got this DVD autograph for you.
Okay, you
Like,
just hit Boris Kodjoe up and was like, yo, I need you
Yeah.
to send me. You know that movie, The Confidant?
that we did in 1993. Can you autograph that for me?
There's no time. Peace.
None whatsoever. And there wasn't any time Cynthia and Peter were out shopping at that random market, and randomly gets a text about Phaedra and Apollo getting
From who?
the producers.
That was
Yeah.
so dumb.
And then they start talking about the strip club and how Apollo likes to go to the strip club. And
Wait, how they said Peter's like, yeah, I was there 2 days ago. I mean, I understand you don't know everything your husband or wife does.
But how do you not know
How
that?
do you not know your husband was at a strip club 2 days ago?
Right, awkward moments.
But you know what? Strip clubs doesn't mean your man is cheating.
No,
Like Peter
no.
describes it.
Agreed, but you should at least know that's where he's going.
But
Yeah.
it does make the potential for infidelity possible.
Well,
Yeah, she
more
handled,
possible.
She handled it pretty well, I
no,
thought.
I mean, not if they go into the one that they went to tonight.
Oh
but
my God, I can't even get
Wait,
started.
before we
I
get
mean,
into that,
hey,
Peter
you don't know how
says-
many kids Peter got? He looks like he just does not care.
Peter compares the strip club. He just says it's just atmosphere. That's it. You know, you just talk, hanging out with the guys. You have a naked girl dancing on you. It's just atmosphere.
Yeah, and she's like, but they're not totally naked. He's like, yeah, they are totally naked.
Oh, Atlanta is known for the
They
strip
got
clubs.
everything
I'm sure
out.
he's.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? See?
All right, so before we get into the rest of this show, shout out to you guys at home who watch us on YouTube. We appreciate everything you guys do for us, especially trying to get us up to #1 on iTunes. It's so easy. Just tell your friends to download, rate, subscribe, and leave us a comment. If you guys leave us a comment on iTunes, we will give you a shout out. thank you, and tell your friends to watch us.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends and tweet us out,
Get with
please.
my friends.
Get with my friends.
And then we
can
can
be
all
friends
be
every
friends.
weekend.
All right. Another awkward situation.
Oh, there's several.
Well, yeah, there were. But Phaedra brings Pastor Pollard by Kandi's house to bless it.
Is that normal?
Yeah, actually.
In Phaedra's southern
I've
world.
never had a pastor bless my house.
Yeah, I've had. My mom has definitely had the priest come by and do stuff. I don't know what
Weird.
it is.
That's weird to
We
me.
didn't like sit around, hold hands, and pray. He like walked in the room. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think if
Like a
you're
home blessing, like,
religious,
Yeah, it's not that abnormal.
But-
Yeah.
Well, another thing that was disturbing, Phaedra's choice of outfit during that preacher session for the house.
this is the first time you've ever noticed Phaedra's choice of outfit.
No, but this outfit alone was very awkward. It was like an Asian influence.
It was, yeah,
It was really weird.
like a kimono.
I love.
What'd you call it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what they're called. I think. I
kimono?
didn't notice.
Okay.
that
Right?
was- yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't notice that's what she was wearing. I love Phaedra, but she just seems so fake. One second she's preacher, like, let me bring my best friend preacher who I'm so close with to come bless your house when you didn't even ask. But the next minute she's hosting a sex toy party. Like, she's just so.
Well, I was gonna
one
be. I
extreme or
wasn't
the
even gonna
other.
go there. I was gonna be like, one minute you bring your pastor over to bless a house and talk about marriage. The next minute you talk about, oh, I want to kill my husband. I hate him sometimes. I be waking up and want to put the pillow on his face.
I agree with Phaedra though.
I mean,
I'm not a
And
morning
within his
person.
face. She's just being honest.
She's
That's
being
how
honest.
we all feel in our
Right.
It is a
relationships.
relationship.
Totally.
Thank
but
you, Courtney.
Cynthia's right. Cynthia's like, she never wants to talk about her and Apollo, but all of a sudden she wants to talk about it, which makes me believe that there is something wrong.
I
Trouble
definitely
in
do.
Paradise, because she wants to talk about
because you can
it.
even see.
I don't believe that.
I mean, I don't think that they're getting a divorce,
no,
but I
no,
think
no,
they're just
no.
having an argument, and that's what caused the divorce things. Because if you notice, Phaedra was putting little digs at Apollo. Like, he was like, what does it say in the Bible? He was like, wine before something. And she
Because
was like,
Apollo is dumb.
well, yeah, he is.
She loves the man, but she realizes he's dumb.
He is rocks, and he's talking a
That's-
lot more this season. And
That's all that
Phaedra's probably like,
Shut up.
Please do not go.
child, I just wake up every day. Like, all you do is go to work and read. Bitch, that's what I do? I'm sitting on millions of dollars, and you think I just go to work and read?
She has to like stick her tongue down his throat to get him to shut up. She's like,
Right.
stop
That
talking.
was gross.
Right.
All right, so wait, but while they're at the house with the pastor and all that, Phaedra brings up a wedding to Todd, and Todd kind of jokes it off and says,
I like Todd.
oh, aren't we going to have the housewarming first? You know, everything in order. And then awkward moment when the pastor looks at him and says, son, you want to talk about order? You guys got that, right?
Because they're moving in together and they're not married. Yeah, right.
Oh, I was dying at that. Like, the pastor
That's
dead ass
funny.
looked at him like, son, you want to talk about order? I'm like, whoa,
Just
Pastor
living
Pollard,
in
it's
pain.
time.
Oh, there's no time,
time
for,
for
that.
you to leave.
I'd be like, it's time for you to go. See you on next Sunday. Bye.
So yeah, again with the whole pushing of the wedding thing, awkward. Phaedra, calm down, and that was over. Then we go to this kind of even more awkward situation with Porsha and Cordell sitting in the hot tub.
that was weird.
Talking about the Kenya
That was
thing.
weird to you? I thought that was pretty genuine.
It was weird for me because it's like if you guys are in a relationship, you already had this conversation probably on the way to Anguilla or when Porsha went back up into the hotel room.
So-
yeah, but in relationships, you always bring up things, you know,
You bring it up again.
you bring it up again like it's
I can't
nothing.
believe this trick.
Right.
Well, and then Porsha, girl, you know, you kind of fibbed. He was talking about.
She did fib.
I never said tramp first, and then of course Bravo.
Yeah.
Brings it right
replays
back.
Has to replay it,
Right.
actually.
You did say tramp first. She did say her choice word, but you did use the word tramp first.
She did use the, but you know what? Kenya used the word bitch too loosely, and I think that's what, and the amount of aggression she had for Porsha, I think, was what set it over the edge. So.
Yeah, when they did play it back, I noticed how Phaedra, when she's telling, or Porsha, when she's telling her husband, I don't talk like, and I kept calm, and I don't talk like that. Like, when they played it back, I was kind of like, yeah, she's kind of right. She was definitely the classier of the two.
No,
not that she
definitely.
was extremely classy, but she
Of
was
the
the
two.
classier of the two.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay, after that.
Not everybody's gone with the wind fabulous. It just doesn't happen for everybody.
No, and they
Is
sure
anybody
went.
bothered by the fact that she uses that as a fabulous thing?
Gone with the
Gone with the Wind,
She said-
fabulous. You're a big black woman.
Yeah, then
Why are
she's-
you saying Gone with the Wind, fabulous?
But I
That's
think
a
that
good
she
thing.
thought the white people
Gone
would
with the-
connect with that more. I don't know.
Well, no,
I'm
she
just
like
joking.
used
I
it
don't know.
again in another context when
No.
she was saying that she's a part of history. She's like Bill Clinton or
History.
something. What did she say? Obama,
Yeah,
Bill
she did
Clinton,
say that.
Hillary Clinton, me, Gone with the Wind.
Girl, you won a contest based upon what is that, beauty? I mean, that's
How
not
you
really
look
American
in a
history to me.
bikini.
You know what? She heard that from one of her gay friends.
Like, okay, so when people study America, I don't think you would be in the history books. I really don't.
Yeah, Vanessa Williams, yes. You, not at all.
You think Vanessa Williams would be?
Oh, for sure.
over Kenya.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Vanessa
I mean, but
Williams
does anybody really
was-
take that contest really seriously?
No. But
Honestly.
Vanessa Williams was, and when that happened, it was a huge deal. Like, you
'Cause
can't deny that.
She was the first, and she was
Yes.
black, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Courtney?
Or
Yes.
Yeah, that
Totally.
was a big deal.
okay,
Yeah.
And then she goes
that-
for Playboy, and
And that made it an even bigger deal, yeah.
there it is.
So,
All right. So forget that. We get to the strip club, the Clement Lounge.
Wow.
I love the sign. Been alive since '65, and then they walk in and show these 60-something-year-old.
Yo.
It was like, ooh,
Got
y'all still working
I'm,
here.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Bravo,
Y'all good to your employees.
Bravo surprised me. I didn't think they could show as much as they did with the blurred out.
yeah, I didn't either. But
Wow.
I think that Cynthia's reason for all of us to know why they got to the strip club was a complete lie. I think Bravo picked this disgusting strip club for them to go into, and they're like,
Right.
"Hey, Cynthia, can you say you picked it because of the name?" Like,
Out of
please.
every,
I don't know
out
about
of
that.
every strip club in
Yup.
Atlanta.
Here's why. Here's why. I kind of think Bravo would have preferred for them to go to another one because if Apollo was looking at a girl, like, please, that would have caused so much drama.
That would have been good for TV.
I honestly
You're right.
believe Phaedra was like, I ain't going no damn strip
the
club.
producers are never on your side, so I don't believe that at all. They want the drama.
Right. So what drama was happening?
That
at
would
the
have been
strip club?
awesome to go to the strip club and then that Apollo always goes to, and there's this girl that he always talks to
Yeah.
and it has a relationship
So-
with, and to see Phaedra like get into it with her.
Yes, you
that's-
guys
So you just
agree.
proved my point.
Yeah, you guys are
Oh,
agreeing
okay,
on
sorry.
this. Yeah, but I really
My
think that it almost didn't seem like a strip club to me. I feel like the liquor thing. Mykee was
Yeah.
asking me.
Well, ask Courtney because Courtney lived
Well,
down there.
yeah, in certain states, I know if you have liquor, you can't be completely naked, and if you don't have liquor, you can be completely naked. So is that the case in
I feel
Georgia?
like Atlanta does not
I
have
thought
rules.
it was still the case. I thought it was the case in Atlanta, but as I think about it, I'm fairly certain there's a place that I'm aware of that both.
Don't put them on blast now.
So I don't actually know what the law is, but I'm fairly certain that there's at least one place.
Now,
that
Courtney,
allows both.
are you saying you visited several or any strip club in Atlanta? Was that something that you've done?
All right, I don't know what you're talking about, Mykee Wattz. But
Pleading the fifth.
All right.
I'm just saying that I'm actually surprised that the city of Atlanta allowed Bravo to record that strip club.
Honestly, I
Right.
really think, and this
'Cause
might
that's
be.
like a tourist attraction, and that totally ruined it.
The city, I'm surprised that place let them go in because
the
that just
thing.
ruined everything for them.
I
Like that does
feel-
not represent it.
I feel like it's really far fetched, but I almost it looked like a normal bar, and just for that evening, they got some gross women to get up there on the bar and dance.
It's probably their shtick, though. You know what? That's probably like their thing. Because I would go there with a whole bunch of friends and just crack. I would die
I
at
felt
that.
bad
would?
for them.
Hell yeah, that would be. I would. Did you see that? There was.
They were getting their dollars.
They
They
had-
were perfectly fine doing it.
They sure did.
That's right. They were getting dollars in Atlanta strip clubs. I heard they make it rain with $100 bills.
Yeah, well,
honey, so,
you know what?
I mean, you know.
There was that one older woman. Her bush was coming around the dollars. I was like, ooh. But then she was dancing and she had the fan blowing in her hair. I was like,
Apollo?
oh my God. Do it.
Apollo looked genuinely horrified. Peter was loving every second of it. He loved it.
I think Apollo
I love-
fakes it.
When Phaedra said, what did she say?
How many years did he spend in prison?
6. Oh, I don't know.
16 months in this one
Well,
camp.
that was just in
that
one
was
of the
just
Six
the
years.
camp.
6 years.
6 years. I love Phaedra's comment. I think women this age enjoying and celebrating their bodies is
Scrumptious.
scrumptious.
That was edited though.
Yeah. I
What do you mean?
She
When she
said
said
that like.
scrumptious, it
Yeah.
was pieced in.
I think I really can picture her just being in there, like really enjoying it, because she don't got no competition in there. She is she's the peach of the ball. And then that's when Apollo starts showing
I go to
his
strip clubs
true
every night.
colors.
Like I was like, Apollo, shut up. What are you?
You know, sometimes I
talking about?
need to be in the night hours because I don't like to live by time restraints. Some people,
what did he say?
they like to be up from
yeah.
7 to 8 p.m. Well, no, I'm not that type of person. Well, yeah,
No.
boy, because you were in jail for 6 years.
What was the
hang on,
time
I know,
constraint?
Hang on, he said,
Never in life.
I don't live within the sector of the time scale. Now, what does that mean?
And he's jovial. He's happy and jovial.
There is no
Jovial.
time. I would have been like, Apollo, please shut your mouth now. Don't speak.
And that's Peter's fault because Peter should at that moment should have been like, buddy, let's go get some drinks for the women.
Oh, Peter was too focused on the what was going on the bar.
But this is when you really do see like Phaedra and Apollo. Then they kind of go at each other, and he's like, "I just feel like once we got married, we, whatever." They're clearly having
But what
problems.
was he talking about? He's like, I've lost who I am. Who were you? You were in jail.
Yeah, you're a jailbird. Like,
And you
You're a
probably
lawyer.
gained something, not lost.
yeah.
Who knows what people are telling him outside of this? You know, I mean, people could be being like, "You're attractive, you're young, why are you with her?"
Exactly. You're like Mr. Phaedra now.
You're the famous one on the, you know, I mean, people could be blowing his head up.
You also have a record.
Because
bro.
one thing I've noticed is that the guys this season are way more gossipier and vocal.
Right, it's awkward. But they're getting the
like
guy.
it.
They always.
I do like it.
I like it.
But if you notice, they're always getting the men at a point where they've had a few drinks.
yeah,
or
they're
they
always
were-
doing shots because Peter's always getting everybody shots.
Oh, at bar one, they was drunk. They were
Wait,
sore
but
up.
before we get to that, Apollo said, how you said he wanted to get his life back. Apollo wants Phaedra to act like she did in college and feels like they need to find their outlets.
Phaedra's like,
First of all,
Phaedra's like, I'm not gonna act like I acted in college. She's like, I have
Fine.
a kid, and
Right.
she's exactly right. But
mom.
Apollo's only 32, and you could actually subtract 6 years, so he's basically in
Right.
his 20s. Like he is young.
But it's
young.
But it's like, brother, what's your outlet? I can find an outlet
He
right now.
probably wants to go to
Pussy.
the clubs and be getting drunk every night and
Jesse.
partying.
I'm sorry, that's his. I believe that's his.
And
outlet.
Courtney, there's no time. You're a daddy now, and you're married.
Well, you don't
I
have
think-
to tell me that. You should probably talk to Apollo.
He does pretty
And hinting,
well.
you have another baby on the way. Let's get it together. Get your
Yes,
life.
they do.
They do have a that's.
Oh, and can
interesting.
I just get
Congratulations to them.
Courtney's opinion on this?
We'll cover that in the news section, but
Are you gonna say it again? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
we'll have more information. Thank you.
Just say it again.
Look at him. All right, you can come for me live on the air.
I'm reading today. No,
I
I'm
was
just
going to
kidding.
say,
What you gonna say, Steph?
Just how it seems to me Apollo's like lying through his teeth to impress people by saying he was in a camp for 16 months and didn't see the light of day. Like, please.
Well,
I've watched enough documentaries
have
on
too.
murder and prison and jail, and you're only in solitary confinement if you've done something. And even then, you're only in it for a specific amount of time. Like, what did he do that earned him solitary confinement for 16 months?
Right.
Like, I think he's lying to impress the dudes, like the guys. I
mean,
really do. And who's gonna
That's an awkward way to impress people.
Well, there's certain things you have to
to
do.
impress Peter? He's
look,
like,
look.
yeah, bro, I didn't see when the rain came down on me. I started
crying.
crying.
But
Please.
Peter is his peer, so yes, as a man, he's gonna lie to his peer.
Exactly. I feel like he's lying because who's gonna prove him wrong? Who was in
But
jail
here it
that's gonna
is.
come out and say?
If we're
you're
gonna be
lying?
honest about what happens to get into solitary confinement, only snitches, people that have done heinous crimes.
How do we know he didn't do that?
I guess that.
He went to jail for theft.
But who knows what happened in the
For
jail?
white collar stuff, like he
Right.
was-
So he wouldn't be
running
in solitary
money.
confinement
Yeah.
for white collar crimes.
So he's either lying or he did something in jail that was like even worse.
I mean, it could happen.
No.
I'm not putting other people's business out, but I'm just saying I do know that could have happened.
I think he's just like trying to look hard in front of Peter.
All right. Well, before we get to the bar one situation, real quick, NeNe, her Power 100. Let's just give claps to NeNe. Power 100, Ebony cover photo shoot. She
Great for NeNe. I like that. That's
She
awesome.
had her money dress
Very
on.
positive for black people everywhere, actually.
Diamonds in the bathtub. She was looking damn fabulous. I'm not gonna say Gone with the Wind. I'm not gonna go there, but she looked fabulous. All
NeNe's
right,
been looking fabulous lately in the media, so I congratulate her.
let's go to bar one.
You mean
Couple issues with this.
you mean the
couple-
staged lighted platform that they all sat on?
Okay, so
Yeah.
in the beginning of the season, we thought Peter lost bar one,
Well, it was news that Peter does not have bar 1 anymore.
He doesn't have it anymore, but
Right.
At that time, he may have had it, right?
Right. But I don't know. I kind of feel like, because I know how these shows run, they rent cars to make it look like they have a certain type of lifestyle. They do things like that. So I was wondering if maybe he knew the people who bought it out and kind of threw the party there to kind of make it seem like it was still their place, because they were very confined to one area.
And honestly, at some camera angles, you could see there were lights, just like we have these lights in the studio, set up around those 3 little white couches. It was like totally staged.
That was their area.
Yeah.
Well, so the party was
that was VIP.
the event being held was for Cynthia is the face of PT Moscato, which is a peach Moscato.
Which sounds really good.
Okay, hang
sound-
on.
I'm gonna
Before
get
we
a
move
bottle
any
next
further,
Courtney,
black people, please stop doing the Moscato thing. We have to stop.
Moscato like it's Kool-Aid.
We have to stop.
Why?
There's other types of wine. Moscato is just, to me, is cheap and ghetto. So
that's your mind. I just put my mom on Moscato this weekend and got
NeNe
her.
have her own Moscato too?
What?
Is that like conflict of interest between friends? NeNe has her own Moscato too, right?
I mean,
She was working on it. I don't know if she ever did
Yeah, we
it.
ain't-
I
I
don't
ain't
know.
seen that. I'm sure we would have known if
Either
you-
way, black people, let's move on to another type of wine.
I'm sticking to
It's
Moscato.
sweet.
I love me
All right,
some
but there's
Moscato.
other Rieslings are sweet.
Well, good.
Great
It's
Rieslings
like
are sweet.
Kool-Aid. I mean, I'm a Riesling person myself. But,
Thank you, Courtney.
The Moscato be making it in the
Well,
hood real nice.
you know what, Mykee? You hold that stand down next week when I bring the bottle in. You can just sip some
Oh, I
water.
want some. That sounds good.
We'll let the white people
And
drink
we'll-
it.
Ooh, I'll be there.
You know you ain't gonna find that bottle of wine.
Oh, I'm
or
getting that bottle of
Moscato.
wine.
If you find the bottle, you have to make a little printout table tent with
With her
Cynthia
face
of
on
it, which was the only proof that she actually is the face of this. Is the one little table tent that she held in the picture. Oh, that was cute.
That was cute. All right, so she's the face of PT Moscato. NeNe couldn't make it. She was in LA. And then the guys kind of were doing their own thing, drinking. They weren't even drinking the Moscato.
Heavily drinking.
They were heavily drinking, and then you could see in their faces how drunk they were getting.
And even in their voice.
And then that's where we got into the 16 hours whole thing and crying in the rain because he did trash duty. And then Walter shows up.
Walter shows up
Wow.
in typical I want to be single fashion where you walk into a room, stay by yourself for 10 minutes to scope it out and see what other girls are there that you want to make yourself available to, then go say hi to
Hang
your
on.
girlfriend.
But a real relationship, and we all know this, your spouse does not walk into a crowd full of people, go directly up to his boys.
He didn't go directly up to his boys. He went
He worked the
around the
room.
corner.
Yeah.
He saw Kenya and was like, whoop, turn right around. Like,
No, he went directly to Peter and Apollo.
Yeah.
So
Because he just likes them
a
now.
real man would go up to his lady, give
This
her a
isn't
kiss on the
even like-
cheek and say, baby.
like we
glad
shouldn't
to
even be
This
saying
isn't
that.
even like worth a conversation.
Right.
But it's
Come
like,
on now.
of course. If he did anything different, we'd be suspicious. You know, like, what's up with Walter? You know?
Right, there it is.
I love. Ooh, you got me choking.
Okay.
I love Cynthia spotted him though.
Oh, and she kept saying, wait, so how long have you been here? Wait,
So
how
you've
long?
been here for a minute.
But wait,
Because
when?
Cynthia's built like a giraffe. She sees over everything. Jesus Christ.
She was like making him say it out loud, like, oh no, 10 minutes.
How long you been here?
Well, and
minute.
Peter had to tell Walter to go say
Want
hi.
her to go say
Yeah.
hi. Go say hi to Kenya.
But here's the thing: Kenya gets up and she's like, "I'm leaving. I'm out of here." But she leaves with him.
Right, because she's
It's
fake.
weird. She
She's
was
fake.
mad because of him, but she leaves with him.
Because she's fake. She's lying.
But before she leaves, Porsha sees her opportunity to pounce. Like Kenya's down and low. What? Kenya's
on.
like Kenya's upset, down and low, putting her shawl on, all upset, and Portia's like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" Of course, it's like perfect time. To
I don't. But see, to me, I didn't take it like that. I think it was
ugly
actually.
shawl, by the way.
I think it was the bigger move to do because when is Porsha and Kenya ever around each other?
She could have done it 15 minutes ago when they were sitting there, just them.
But it takes a couple drinks to get relaxed
Yeah.
and to feel like you can speak
And not only
to
that, but
somebody.
Porsha probably didn't want to bring it up in front of everybody. It was a time when Kenya got up and like walked away, so Porsha went running over to her and was like, "Hey, girl, like I want to just kind of clear the air after everything in Anguilla." And Kenya was just, I mean, yeah, Kenya was pissed still, so that's probably why she got that reaction. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get to know you. I don't want to be your friend. I can keep it cordial. I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, I just feel like Porsha kind of thought, oh, I could have the upper hand here.
did think it
'cause
was like
I'm
that?
like, Yeah.
Mykee, did you look at it like that?
It wasn't a big deal.
I thought
mean, it
Porsha was
just-
coming from a genuine place.
Yeah.
But I think she shouldn't have done that because now Kenya has the upper hand.
Oh, I don't think she does. Oh,
Well, as far
Well,
yeah,
because she's like, no, we'll talk about when I want to talk about it.
Right.
So she kind of does have that.
oh,
That's
yeah, but
upper hand.
Porsche, I don't think Porsche will, and especially now because she's under Cordell's watch.
Oh my gosh.
Courtney, what did you think of Cynthia's little read about Cordell controlling Porsche's?
I don't think it was him
I don't think-
controlling her.
I
for
didn't
real.
think so
I agree.
He's drunk and
Courtney,
right
I
off
agree.
the mouth.
And he's her husband. He can't put in his 2 cents. He was, to me, it seemed he was trying to calm her down and be like, oh, don't even worry.
No, but he's saying the truth. Like, stop talking about it. How many times are you going to go over this? So, no, I completely agree with Courtney, and I don't think he's controlling over his wife like some of the other husbands on
Yeah.
the show. And I think they have a mutual respect between each other that they can give ideas, toss ideas around, and not feel like I'm going to get in trouble or he's going to be mad at me. It was
I
nothing
know.
like that.
I do think
Cynthia
age comes
was a
into
little,
play, though.
Cynthia was a little bit like,
Well, Cynthia can't do that. Guaranteed. Not with Peter.
Well, she made it very clear at the end of the episode that she's going to outlast all their marriages.
Well, I
Which
Which I thought was a
And
very
she
brave
is. She
comment.
and Papa Smurf.
They're
Hey.
good. I love them now. Grocery shopping.
Once you said that, I said that's cute for
they're
you.
so
That
cute.
is. And you
Believe
know,
it.
also at the end of the episode, Apollo walked over to Phaedra and said, I heard you going to the court and you getting a divorce on me.
And then left.
And then and the other thing about Apollo, for someone who don't got a job,
He does have a job,
or
right?
looking fine, whatever I don't know what Apollo does. Like we said, one thing he's a gynecologist, next week he's a dentist,
Barber.
like barber.
Then he's
he
so
is
mad,
always
like, what are you doing?
right. He is always fresh lined up. I will definitely say that to him. But then Apollo eats her Phaedra's face, and everyone was kind of like, "Whoop, all right." And Kandi, I would think you
Oh,
kind of
no, the gay men were loving it.
the gay, all the girls trying to
Had
the gay
nothing
bars
to
were like,
say.
"Ooh, child." Apollo working that tongue. All right, so that was pretty much it. What do you have for news?
Yes,
News, TV news.
quite a few things over the Christmas break.
News desk.
Right, the news desk.
Quite a few things.
So, like we went over, Phaedra is pregnant yet again with a gut full of Apollo.
Oh, I hope it's a girl. Oh my god.
A gut full
A
of
gut full of Apollo.
That's gross.
That is gross,
I've
right?
never heard that before. I'm sorry.
So, and congratulations, Phaedra. And something I read today, Greg and NeNe are re-engaged. They're gonna get married again. That is awesome.
Love it.
That is very awesome. And that's all the news I have, guys.
Quite a lot of news we have today.
Yes.
All right, let's bounce into
Next week I'll have something more juicy, I promise.
predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Predictions.
All right, so next week Kenya says, everybody think I'm Beyonce.
Bye.
I
Now,
gotta say,
no time.
I've got to say, the very first episode she appeared, I said she looks like Beyonce. Only in
We
one,
remember.
I think my eyes were blurry, and it was like kind of the thing where you see it out of your peripheral vision.
Girl.
But she looked like Beyonce.
Blue Ivy Carter is rolling in her crib right now.
Whatever.
Like, what you
She
say
looked
about
like
my mama?
Beyonce. She looked like Beyonce.
NeNe's talking about some grandchild.
Yeah, well, I think that was her.
The
her
eldest son
right?
had
Yeah.
a kid.
No, not his own kid.
Yeah, his own kid.
Is it?
It's his kid.
Oh, all right.
Really?
Didn't he have a kid like last year?
Sure.
Right, and I think that's when they filmed it last year, right?
Maybe that's why he's been absent. What did she say? She says, I'm not a grandmother. I'm a glam mother.
Oh, I love her.
I love her.
Who
too.
would sleep with her? Never mind, let me stop.
That's
Hold on.
awful.
And
You know there's hoes for everybody.
Speaking of
What, there's what for everybody?
There's somebody for everybody.
everyone has a special
You changed that up a little bit, didn't you?
something up there. And then speaking about sleeping with them, well, everybody does, but Kenya don't, because Kenya says to Walter while they're fly fishing,
Right. It was so dramatic.
honey, what do you want to do? Let's go fly fishing
In the
today."
bayou. It was like perfect.
And talk about our
scenery.
relationship. Kenya's crying. Why don't you want to have sex with me? I'm there naked in the shower, and I have to tell you to have sex with me.
What I was saying before, what I was saying before, it's that girl that's like, you don't like me, you're not attracted to me.
Like she just
Dude,
walk
if you're
around.
naked in the shower and you still have to beg for it, just give up.
I think what she wants is other men to say, he is so crazy, I would want you, I would
No,
love
that's
it
not what they're saying. They say she is crazy, and I understand where he is coming
But
from.
she wants
Yes.
guys to be saying that to her.
I think
like,
Walter's
fall
gay.
over her.
I don't
We've
think
all
Walter's
said
gay.
that, but
I don't get that. What
Girl,
I think
he does live in Atlanta.
I think
now, hang on.
Kenya is so crazy. Like her talking about being naked in the house. Like I think she's that crazy girl
Yeah.
where it's always in her mind, and she'll walk up in the kitchen with like strawberries on her titties, walking out like, "Hey, baby," and he's like, "Bitch, we about to eat dinner. Like, what are you doing?" She like is always. She's crazy. I can't with Kenya. I cannot. Any last comments about this week, last week,
well, the
next
other
week?
thing is Candy's daughter is all not mad, but upset that the fiance's moving in. And I don't know as much about Kandi as you guys do, but I think her daughter's kind of right. Doesn't she move really fast with guys? Isn't this like the third time she's been engaged?
I don't know if it's the
Engaged?
third time, but yeah, she does
Didn't her
move quick.
fiance pass away?
Yeah,
she moves quickly.
She does move quickly with men.
I don't feel like she moves quickly.
I think so.
Her fiance died. Then she was in a relationship
2 years ago.
last season or
She
the
was in
season before.
another relationship, yeah.
Well, how long is too long? I guess that's up to personal preference.
I mean, you with 2 years ago and you moving in with somebody. That's
not quick to me.
Well, if she had been with him for the past 2 years, but they've only been together for like
now. See, it's not
even a
now.
year.
Here's the thing. It's not quick.
see,
it's
all
not.
y'all are mad.
It's not quick for me if you didn't have a child. But there's
Exactly.
a child. Like for me, just
And this
personal.
girl, she's
Just
like
personal.
over it. She's like not wanting him. moving.
She's over it like Marissa's over us. All right, guys, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you follow us at AfterBuzz TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you follow me at DJ Jesse J.
Mykee 3000 Watts.
Steph Bauer TV, and you guys have to give a shout out to Frank because he's watching.
Yo,
Right?
Frank! And make sure you guys
Frank.
follow Courtney at.
That's my man right there.
Stuart Starlet.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.